What? Bruh, there it is. Oh. Oh.
Good?
Find a place to sit my phone down. Does it sound alright?
Yeah, it sounds good. Plus, every podcast I do starts out, it's a thing, so. I like that it starts out bad in the beginning, so it's good.
I'm gonna have to find something to sit my phone on so I'm not just like holding it.
Yeah, all good, man. All good. It would have been cool if it worked out on PlayStation, but your voice was like a whisper, so. This is better. I could always turn you up, too. Actually, in fact, I could do this.
Try my best to balance this.
Yeah, you should be good. I'll raise your voice if I need to.
Alright, so that sounds alright?
Yeah, that sounds perfect. I mean, you...
If you could...
you sound a little...
see the setup I got.
I'll have to take a picture of it and send it. So, the way that we're going to do this, because it's not like the normal podcast, and again, it's kind of cool that you watched the one yesterday, so you can kind of get a feel of everything I'm going to kind of go through and ask. The way that we're going to do it is, because nobody on my channel knows who you are, we're going to start the podcast this time. I didn't do it yesterday on accident. But we're going to start the podcast this time by telling everybody who you are and what your links are to everything, like your YouTube or whatever you want people to see and go to. And, yeah man, just who you are, how you got started, and we'll start from there.
Alright, so you're recording now?
Yeah, I've been recording since you were throwing your phone out.
Alright, yeah, so, I started out all over the place, but I've sort of fallen into, like, a category that nobody really specializes in, because, I mean, the Red Dead community isn't big from the beginning.
Yeah.
But, so there's, like, the big channels who just do, like, news and stuff, like what's coming in Red Dead Online, all that. And then there's, like, channels that talk about the story that are still finding new stuff. And then there's the meme channels. And then there's a subsection that nobody really fills in, like the Vanos type funny moments where just a group of friends get online, play for a few hours, make a video out of it. So I, like, fill that hole, that void that nobody's really hitting. No, it's, like, untouched. So I just saw an opportunity and just jumped right on in.
And what's your channel name?
Okay, so it looks like I need to explain where the name came from. It's Lucaelus, but it looks like it's pronounced Lucaelus. Yeah. So, like, it started out, my channel was gonna be Final Fantasy 15 themed. Because that's, like, my third favorite game in the world. I think I took, like, the name of the world it takes place in, which was Lucis. And then I took the main character's middle name or something, which was Kylus, and I just put them together. But obviously, nothing to do with Final Fantasy 15 anymore, and it just kind of stuck around because I liked it.
Right, and you kind of touched on two things I want to ask you at some point. The first being, you said already you're a pretty niche category where you're hitting something that nobody else is really doing, and it's basically, I mean, do you even have a video on your channel that's not Red Dead? Oh yeah, you got a couple down here. You mostly are a Red Dead channel though.
Oh yeah, I love this game to death.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. Why Red Dead? But you guess you answered it. It's your favorite game.
Oh, there's more to it. That's interesting because I actually so I've been on and off YouTube for like 5 or 6 years now.
Right.
It's been a while. But at some point, maybe like, I don't know, early 2019, late 2018, I kind of I don't want to say gave up, but I kind of gave up on trying to capture anything or kind of get an audience. it got to the point where like me and Luke would literally just upload for each other. Like we would play, have fun, we would upload, and like want to watch the videos.
Yeah, that's what I
kind of more for us. Oh yeah, so you know, it really was just that for a long time. That's why I would upload like once every 3 months.
Yeah.
And then one day, like one of the videos caught on, and it got more views than usual, and it just kept going. And I noticed people were liking it and commenting on it and enjoying it. So I was like, okay, people enjoy this. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Like it's the simplest process ever. I literally just hop on, play with my buddies, and then I'll just record like 30 seconds to a minute. I usually have it set to that, and I'll just record, throw all those clips together, and it's my.
And you actually have a pretty unique way of, or at least in my experience, it's unique compared to what I do. You have a pretty unique way of getting your content out, because you don't have like a capture card or anything like that, do you?
Oh, dude, it's jank.
Hey, but it works. Like, that's not.
It does.
Yeah, that's not throwing shade, man. It works, and I'm intrigued by it because it's a way that like I never have done it the way you're doing it, and so like. Yeah, it's interesting to me. How does that process work? What do you go through to even upload?
So me and Luke or LSM have the same sort of method. We literally just play, use the PlayStation Record feature, and then we'll go into Share Factory, which is an app on the PS4 that lets you like edit videos.
Yeah.
We'll export it from there, upload it to YouTube, go on our phones. We'll upload it unlisted. We'll go on our phones and download the video, delete it off YouTube, edit it on a phone app, and then re-upload it.
That's gangster, dude. That's cool as shit. I love that.
It works. I mean, the video quality drops a little bit, but other than that, it's not like...
That's what I've been trying to do with Demon Souls. I even bought an external hard drive to try and just upload it to that, and it wasn't working, so... I had to do the same exact thing you said. Right now, I have like 8 unlisted videos of Demon Souls. Yeah, that's crazy. And I gave up. I gave up even doing Demon Souls because I was like, I'll just fucking stream this. This is dumb. I'm not gonna upload private every time. But yeah, I have like 6 right now that are privated because I was trying to do what y'all do, and I just got no patience for it.
Streaming works too.
Yeah, kudos to you guys, because I don't got patience for that.
Yeah, like...
Go ahead.
We cut up in Share Factory. Like, we cut it up, so we don't do any cutting on our phones. Like, it's already like a 5-minute video. It's not like, you know, hours of footage.
Oh, okay, yeah, mine is...
It's super easy.
Yeah, mine are all like 2.5 hours.
Oh...
And then I try and download it to my computer and then cut it on Sony Vegas. And then re-upload it. A couple of your videos are... You got a couple, I would fair to say, viral videos under your belt.
Can't comprehend that.
Is that... Did you do anything special for those? You got a different process for those? Or did you just do the same thing? Just upload and then it took off.
That one that's at 150K already uploaded its memes. I don't even think that video's that good. It kind of sucks. I don't know why that one specifically blew up. Actually, I do. I take that back. So this is gonna sound bad. Let me just preface. This is gonna sound bad, but my little brother and Luke started their channel at the same time, which was Christmas 2018, January 2019. And my little brother uploaded a Fortnite video and called it Fortnite but silent. And the thumbnail was some picture of Hitler in the kitchen cooking, stuff like that.
You know, you want to know something funny? I was talking to my lady the other day about doing the podcast with Nunzi and then doing the podcast with you. And she asked who you were, and so I showed her, like, he's got a couple of videos that are real viral. And you know, the exact sentence she said to me was, that video went viral because it's got a picture of Hitler on it. That's legit did legit
I
what
straight
she said.
jacked it from my brother. I just took the title, RDR2 butt, and then I threw Hitler on it. And then it just started climbing.
So the key is to put Hitler on all your pictures, and then you'll...
It worked for my brother, too. His first video got like 1,000 views. I don't know.
I'm putting Hitler on my cyberpunk videos now.
Dude, do it. Watch it. Do it, and I guarantee you it'll get more views. Watch it get like 100 views immediately.
That's ridiculous. Oh, man. I love that.
Oh.
So, one of the things I talked about with Nunzi the other day, and one of the things or two of the things, because I'm going to mention some stuff I talked about with him, and because it's kind of feeling you out, who the creator is and stuff like that. How did you find me?
I was thinking about this for the past couple of days. I came prepared. I did my research.
Okay, yeah, so, good.
It was summer 2018. Right. I don't know how Twitter did it, but I don't know how the feed works and nothing like that. But I was just scrolling through Twitter, and I saw a tweet from you. Because I wasn't following you or nothing. I don't know how Twitter works, but I saw your tweet, and you said something about looking for games to play. So I suggested Fallout 4 and Stalker with mods, because you can make it whatever you want it to be.
Yep, I remember this tweet.
And I was something about, you said you had already played those or something like that, and then you mentioned adding you on Steam, and I didn't have Steam at the time or something like that. But it, I think we followed each other, and then we just started seeing each other's tweets.
Okay, that's cool.
And then it gets a little hazy after that, but I do remember the exact tweet I saw. I remember that.
And then ever since then, we've been trying to get each other on. Just never did it.
2.5 years.
That's cool, though, that we found each other through Twitter, because me and Nunzi found each other through Twitch. Somebody that I was a mod for posted his Twitch, let's go make fun of this guy. And we went in there, and me and him been friends ever since. Just because of a random thing, so it's cool that you found me through Twitter. Hold on, my lady came in here. Thanks.
They accidentally gave me hot. And
that's fine.
I love you.
I love you. But yeah, that's cool that...
Way to go.
Yep, gotta have it. That's cool that, and you and LSM followed me, at the exact same time, too. And for, the first week or so, I didn't even know you guys knew each other. I was like... These two guys just keep liking all my posts. I'm killing it.
Oh man.
But yeah,
that's still crazy. We've been talking about we're gonna play Red Dead with Manje one day. We're gonna do it one day.
Someday, man. Right when we met is when I moved my PlayStation out of the room, and I was I'm basically done with the console. I'm gonna just start recording only on computer, so. Yeah, it wasn't avoiding you guys. It was genuinely just I don't even got that shit plugged in. And then Red Dead came out, and I bought it, and then beat it, and sold it. And then you guys were
yep.
Play with us. And I was like, too late, man. I got that shit on computer.
Oh, it's hard not to just sell it. If it's just sitting there and you're not playing it, it's hard to not get some extra money.
Yeah. Another cool thing that I always think about when it comes to you, and we talked about this just very briefly before the podcast because I didn't want to get too much into it, but your schedule is not only is the way you upload unique, but your schedule in just life is unique to me. How do you manage? How do you manage uploading content with never being awake during the day?
Oh, dude, it's gonna sound weird, but so I think it's unhealthy to work. I say work. I don't want to call it work. It's pretty much what it is. You don't want to work and sleep in the same place. It just feels unhealthy to me.
Oh, yeah.
So I will edit anywhere but home. I will edit at work on my breaks. I'll edit on the shitter. I'll edit in an Uber on the way to work, on a bus. I'll edit everywhere. But my videos don't take too much editing. maybe like 30 minutes tops, so I can get away with it. But yeah, I try my best to not edit in the same place as sleep, because it just feels like, I don't know, when I'm home I want to relax. I'm not like in that state of mind.
That's cool.
It's a lot easier for some reason when I'm on break at work. I'm just like editing like crazy.
I know that your content and my content are pretty similar in the style of like just play with friends and upload. What is the process in how you come up with the idea for a video? Because we have similar taste in how we upload, but I would also say that we differ quite a bit in the style in which we put out our content. If that makes sense.
So my usual video is just Red Dead funny moments. Obviously, that's just playing. That's just literally we'll just play, not even trying to do anything funny. It just happened.
Yep, that's
it's
all
just
my
natural.
videos too.
Now, there are those other videos like meme review, which I totally did not steal from anyone. Absolutely no one. Not stolen.
Right. Sometimes you gotta.
There's some other ones I'm trying to think. I don't know, something like I got an idea on my little whiteboard right here. Like sometimes I just have an idea and I write it down, like Red Dead 2 meme review, or going back and reacting to old videos, or like.
Yeah, I open my notes and I'll write like what I want my intro to be. How do you cut your videos? Do you cut, like, how do I explain this? Because I only know the way I do it. So the way I do it, I'll use mine as an example. The way I do like a funny moments, I guess. I don't name any of them that, but that's what my videos all are also.
Yeah.
The way I do it, the way I do it is I try and find a theme around what I think is funny in the video, and then that's what I'll name the video. And then as far as what clips I use, I just genuinely go off of like, this made me giggle, or this made me laugh, so, you know, this is what I'm gonna put. Even if later on I look back and I'm like, man, I didn't really actually like this, I just put whatever I'm feeling at the time in the video, and so if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. Yeah, how do you cut your videos? What goes through your mind when you cut a video?
It's about the same, you know. If it doesn't make me laugh, I'm probably not gonna put it in there. But sometimes I'll go for a theme. Like if I notice one, like, I don't know, a video that it's not public yet. It's like we were messing with a launch glitch in Red Dead 2, like a new launch glitch that somebody found. So for that video, it's literally, the whole thing is just me screaming and flying through the air.
Yeah.
That's it. But most of my videos, if they don't have a theme, it'll just be random, just completely random stuff.
Yeah.
Or if there is something that we were doing that day, like, I don't know, we were playing with somebody new, I'll base it around that person. But for the most part, it's about the same.
And you
like, I do little tricks, like...
Go ahead.
Like, I'll do little tricks, like, I don't know, if somebody screams, if you cut it off at just the right moment, it's a lot funnier than letting it play out. Just little stuff like that.
Oh, okay, that's kind of what I was shooting for, because early on, my friends and I, for whatever reason, one of the things we all just end up doing and think just between us is hilarious is repeating the same joke. So a theme throughout most of my videos is, even if you've seen a clip where we use the joke, there might be 3 more clips of the same. How else can we say this same shit in a different way to laugh again? And so there's a lot of, in my videos, of the same joke. So it's interesting to hear you say, like, certain scream, we'll cut it off because we think that's funnier. That's exactly what we do. You just play to your people, and then hopefully get bigger off of it. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm just, my mind's all over the place.
Yeah, mine too. ADHD, man. I got it.
Coffee don't help either, but
yeah, and I just got coffee, so it's only gonna progress from there. What got you into video games? Did you just always play them? Did something specific get you into video games?
Again, this is gonna sound bad. All right.
Hitler got me into video games.
Okay, so it's gonna sound bad. My parents did not. Okay, look. So the first game I played was GTA Vice City. That was the first game I played. Yes, that was the first time I ever really got into. That's why I love the GTA games and Rockstar so much.
How old were you?
But it's gonna sound bad, okay? But all I ever did was drive around and explore. It didn't. Obviously, I turned out alright when I was 4.5. Okay, I was like 4.5 years old.
How old are you now?
I'm 20.
You're 20 now?
I turned 20 like a couple months ago.
Oh shit! Happy birthday, then.
Oh, it sounds bad. My parents are not like that. It sounds bad, but it's not. You know what I mean.
Listen, I don't judge. If I was allowed to kill hookers at 4, I would have did it.
I think that's why I gravitate towards GTA and old Rockstar, not new Rockstar. I don't know what Rockstar is doing right now, but that company's done. All the good people left. The company's over. I do not agree with Rockstar anymore.
So
I'm done.
Do you have any hype for a GTA 6?
My expectations are rock bottom. I don't think they have no reason to release it. Red Dead Online, GTA Online are making them way too much money. They have no real reason to even be working on it.
Okay, that's interesting.
Business-wise, do they really? I mean, they're making a lot of money.
I don't disagree. Usually the stance I take for most things is in the middle until somebody sways me. So you'll hear a lot of that from me of I'm with you, I don't disagree.
I mean, do you know have you been following Rockstar much?
I played GTA 5 when it first came out, and I played it a lot on the online when that first dropped. But I mean, that game came out so long ago that I don't follow. And then obviously I followed for Red Dead 2 because I was stupid hyped for that game, and it is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm a little disappointed in the online side, but that's mainly because I don't have anybody to play it with. Yeah, I got nobody. And where the first Red Dead Online, me and my friend Grave, who actually I do the podcast with, we played that until the sun would come up.
Yes, that was awesome. We played that
shit so much, the first one. So, outside of that, I don't really follow GTA news, although I saw there was leaks for GTA 6 just a couple days ago. Oh god, actually.
There always is.
Yep. But yeah, what were you
I was gonna say, so there's the two lead writers, the Hauser brothers. I don't know if one's still there, but the big dude, the top guy, his name Dan Hauser. He left a year ago, 2 years ago, and then Laszlo, another super top writer, left. Leslie Bensley, who was focused more on the online portions, left. All the big dudes that were leading the company left.
Oh,
all the key people are gone.
Be duty.
I hope not.
See, there you go. No, too late. You swayed me. I'm on your team now. It sucks. I hate it.
I don't want to get excited for something and then be disappointed. So my expectations, just bring them down.
Top 3 favorite games. What are they?
Oh, dude. Funny you should say that, because I've been thinking about this and I've come up with my list 100% the past few days. Number one, Red Dead Redemption.
Okay, before you finish, I'll preface it by saying the list can always change. What I basically am asking is what your top 3 are currently.
Oh, dude.
Because that could always shift, right?
I don't know if it'll ever change, but definitely, I've come up with this recently. Number one is definitely Red Dead Redemption 2 out of ever.
All right.
My favorite game. Number two, GTA 5 for a lot of reasons. And that could be a whole separate thing, so I'm not going into that.
Right.
Three, like I said earlier, Final Fantasy 15, which is interesting. I kind of want to make a video on it one day, because the game, it's kind of ass, but I like it for personal reasons. And number four, which is new one, Cyberpunk 2077. Dude, that game has it slid up in my DMs. I love that game to death. And I'm like 5 hours in. Dude, I love that game.
Right, dude, it finger bangs you at church camp. That's how I feel about it.
I'm only like, dude. All right,
You said,
let me start
no,
by...
I'm a virgin for God, and it came in still.
Alright, before we get into that, let me say I'm not too far in. The furthest I got was past the intro. You know,
Let me open my.
I assume you're way past it. You're past the intro, right? Well,
So I'm definitely past the intro. I couldn't record that because my stupid OBS didn't want me to. But I fixed all that. I figured out how to run it on Ultra and record. So now I'm sitting in the sweet spot. I just started Act 2. So to be fair, I would argue that the entirety of Act 1 is the intro, but I do know what you mean when you say past the intro. You don't mean what I'm saying when I say past the intro. Cause I have like
when the title card shows after the big story event, the heist.
Correct. Yes, I'm 10 hours into the game.
Oh, so you're okay. So after Jackie's death.
Yes, correct.
Right after that.
Okay, so you could also watch every single one of my Cyberpunk videos then, because that's the only stuff that I've uploaded. Right after Jackie's death is my last video.
I'm gonna talk about that, but I'm like, who's that Japanese guy you meet that like saved you?
Japanese? Well, here's the thing too. I do know that the story branches can be. So far, there's like 6 different endings. I think they've found, or something like that. It's like 5 or 6 different endings of the whole game.
Oh wait, who did you choose in your background? It might be different.
Okay,
I
yeah,
chose Street Kid.
Yeah, me too. Street Kid.
Okay, so
and I
do
know
have like cutscene.
Yes,
like you're in a car.
Yeah, and he's like hurt, and then a giant.
Yeah, okay, so that's the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah, that'll be my next video.
Alright, so yeah, I talked to him in the diner, and that was the last thing I did. I didn't get too much time with it.
Okay, that's the last thing. That's the next thing I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
I still have that quest, but I haven't done it. I've been uploading the podcast yesterday took me, I don't know why, but it took literally 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. to upload it. So that was the worst thing. I basically couldn't use my computer at all.
So we're about the same spot.
Yeah, and then I just started doing like a couple side missions, because I kind of want to play the game where I upload story stuff as its own Let's Play, and then also go back and upload side quests, like different shit.
Okay, so speaking of side, did you go to Jackie's like funeral and all that?
No, I haven't done that yet.
Oh, okay.
I've
I don't want to say too much.
I've talked to his mom, and I've gotten the key to his motorcycle. And that's it. Are you there? Oh shit, you died? Can't hear you.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, now I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
You were extra sad about his death, and so you had to take a moment.
Did you like it'll ask you to like find something to take to his funeral, like one of his possessions? I'm just trying to figure out like exactly what you've done.
I don't.
You may have.
Go ahead.
you might have said no to it. I don't know. That game is so crazy. There's so many different.
Yeah, there's so many things you can do. So the thing that is the main story beats, I assume they're main story beats, right? That have happened since Jackie's death is obviously that guy on the motorcycle, and then I wait all the Johnny Silverhand beginning stuff, right? And
that was awesome.
Yeah, it was real cool. And then I wake up in my house, and then that's basically when I stopped main story shit. And I was like, okay, let me pause on that for a minute because I gotta upload these podcasts. And all I've done since then is just roam around and a couple side missions. And then Jackie's mom left a package at my house, and I got the key to his motorcycle. And that's it.
Oh! I think you missed that whole side thing then, because I got it from her directly.
Oh,
I think you missed that whole...
I didn't do that.
This game is insane.
We
Holy
already,
shit.
Dude, there was a package.
What?
Okay, in my next video, you'll see there's a package at my front door, and I can't even pick that shit up. I'm like standing in front of it like 18 times, crouching, and I can't pick it up. But yeah, it was the key to his motorcycle in a package.
Was it like bugged or something? She couldn't pick it up?
I don't think it was bugged. I think she just left it there, and then it was meant to be like automatically in my inventory, not because I came back later and the package was gone. So.
I don't want to say too much because I'd much rather you like maybe on your second playthrough see it. I don't want to say too much because you got to experience that yourself. That whole funeral scene.
Yeah, I didn't have a funeral at all. I didn't even. My funeral was if you watch that very last Cyberpunk video I uploaded, the third one. My funeral is at the end of that one, cause I didn't have a funeral at all. So when that dude is dead in the car, and it's raining, that's the funeral.
Oh, okay. My whole point of bringing all that up was I don't know if it's CD Projekt Red's writing or if it's like the voice acting or how they did it, but his death, like how quick it came, how much I thought he was gonna be like with you the whole entire game.
Yeah. I'm with
you. His funeral, the emotions, the voice actor, dude. I don't know how, but that game made me cry harder than any movie, any game
Oh shit,
ever.
for real?
I haven't cried that hard since a real funeral in real life, like years ago. Okay. I don't know how.
Okay, so the end of Red Dead 2, when you do, because the
even
first,
when it, well, okay,
well, check it out though. Check it out. The end of Red Dead 2. Good path, like, because that's the first way I played it.
That's the only real
guy. Yeah, I agree with you. We're on the same page then.
Yes.
That game made me bawl like a goddamn baby at the end of it. And yeah, I cried so hard at the end of Red Dead 2.
It would have, but I was so mad at Dutch and Micah. I was so physically angry, I couldn't cry. I was angry.
I was mad at them too, but I knew where they were going. You know what I mean? Like, I knew Dutch was the bad guy already, right? Like, that's the whole whole point. You know he's not good. 'Cause Red Dead.
I don't know. I have a soft spot for Dutch. So
I know you do. Did you play all of Red Dead 1?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I wish I did. I wish I could experience 2 without knowing what happens. I'm jealous of people like that.
I kinda do too. Yeah, I see where you're coming from on that. But when I played Red Dead 2, the entire game, I was like, on my first playthrough, the entire game, I was like, just show me when it's coming. Show me when Dutch is the bad guy. And the whole game, I'm looking at Dutch like, you greedy ass, you greedy fuck. You're leading these people down a road, and they're all dying.
I must have had Stockholm Syndrome, because Dutch was like the dad of the group. I like Dutch. Up until he betrays Arthur.
Dude, right from the beginning, in the prologue, when they're in the snow, and Dutch is saying certain stuff, and I'm like, oh man, Arthur is confused. He don't know you like I know you. Yeah, Dutch was my villain right from the jump. But Jackie, I kind of expected he was gonna die in Cyberpunk, so it didn't hit me as hard, but it was still real.
Yeah.
I was still shook. Like, yeah, watch that third
You
video.
think it's just? I thought he was just gonna live like it's gonna be always hurt, but now he's okay.
In that last Cyberpunk video I did like a noir, like a film noir theme. So there's bits in the video that like I kind of tried to make not even necessarily funny, just like a tie through of a storyline, and then that ends on his death, and then it's like raining behind him. Yeah, it's
dude on that.
It actually is probably my favorite video of mine right now.
That little Eddie you're talking about, you and LSM or Lucaelus, whatever you call him, are crazy with that. The work y'all put into your videos blows my mind.
Yeah, I actually take notes from you guys lately. I'm like,
wait, what?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna put subtitles on this shit. I'm just gonna get the videos out and hope people if you go see my very first video to this video, even though my computer is a lot worse than the very first video, I hustled on the edit so much harder than I do now, but yeah. It's still a lot.
First one I saw was in the Apex Legends video, and I was like, you captioned every last word and everything, and I was like, oh god.
Yeah, that's my very first video on YouTube was Minecraft shit, but my very first video on like re-uploading or whatever was PUBG, and it was when I was.
I think I watched that too.
I was still friends with Bordy and all of these people from Australia, so, yeah.
I know how that goes.
Yeah, I actually think they're in a couple videos, but, yeah, man, Cyberpunk. How do you like it, considering you're playing it on console?
Yeah, that's interesting. The shittiest console out there runs the best.
Yeah,
not including PC. How is the Xbox One running it better than PS4, PS4 Pro, all of that?
Well,
Xbox One.
yeah, dude.
What?
I don't know. You know what's funny is I've been seeing like even on computer there are people who are having real bad time with it. I've had maybe one actual like that I would consider a bug, right? Like I've had a couple little things where like somebody goes to throw a cigarette down and it's just floating in air.
Yeah.
But that's nothing to me. But I've had one actual bug where I fell through the map, and it worked out to my advantage for content and the mission I was doing, so it didn't bug me at all. But yeah, I've had, outside of those two things, I've had literally no issues with the game whatsoever.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's crazy to see that there are people who look like they got potatoes on the screen.
I've had that happen once. One crash in one scene where nothing loaded, and it was literally just like the world was just plastic, and there was no background noise except for one male hooker who I heard his voice from afar. There was no background noise, nothing, just a male prostitute. And that was all I heard. I was like, what?
Oh,
and then everything loaded, and it was fun.
Some people are out here playing VeggieTales. That shit look real bad.
I'm glad I didn't get on PS4.
Some people are playing GoldenEye on N64. That's how horrible this shit looked for some people.
Oh, no. Man, I love it too much that the bugs don't bother me. Like, small things just don't bother me at all. I think they're hilarious.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. It's probably my favorite game right now, for sure. Like, yeah, it's my favorite game right now. To go back to questions, I guess, because we went on a little side topic. Name I guess, how do I ask it? Name an obscure game that you like, or a game you think people don't know about. For example, I got a game. Let me double check. I know exactly what it's called. I got a game that was on GameCube, I believe, and it was a black and white game. And when you would unlock areas of the open world map, it would turn to color. And it was called The Saboteur. And I thought that game was the coolest.
Oh, my brother played that.
Yeah, I thought that shit was so cool
about.
when it first came out. But yeah, an obscure game that you like that maybe people don't know about.
So you're talking about games like from any time?
Any time, just an obscure game that you think didn't get enough credit, or maybe people didn't even know about it.
Huh. That's a good question. I'd have to think. I'm sure there's one, but the only game that comes to mind that, like, had a rough launch and didn't really get its feet until a year or two later was Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, I never even
like,
played
it's
that
rough, and it sounds like there's 15 Final Fantasies, so you think you need to know something. No, you can just jump right into 15.
Yeah, I know.
So it's
Because
like,
not all... I mean, every Final Fantasy is a different story.
that's the only one that comes to... Oh! Never mind. Did you have a PSP?
I did have a PSP.
Dude, did you have Loco Roco?
No!
Loco Roco was my game.
Oh, wait!
On the
What the
PSP.
hell is this? This looks like the... Wait, what is this? What is it about? You're a giant potato.
It was awesome, Loco Roco. I don't even know how to explain this game, but it was addicting. It was just... That was my game back on PSP.
It kind of reminds me of Katamari.
I played that too.
Yeah, it reminds me of Katamari.
Loco Roco.
But you don't know what
was weird.
looks like. It looks so weird.
I don't even know how to explain it.
This shit got little yellow tentacle man.
That game was crazy.
Yeah, that looks nuts.
But I love it so much.
What is the goal and reason for content creation? Do you do it for you? You do it? What do you do it for?
The whole goal I ever wanted on YouTube, like, I never wanted like a massive channel.
Right.
Literally, I've been saying it forever. I only wanted a small audience. I don't care if it's 20, 30, 40 people. I just wanted a small, I said small choice. Small, tight, strong community. And that's really all I wanted. Like, I just like being able to upload a video, see the same usernames commenting. I love being able to go to the comments and recognize everybody that's down there.
Yeah.
Most of those people I play with on PS4 and talk to, I consider friends. I just think that's awesome that I have like a small community where I know everybody. I talk to everybody. If they're on PS4, we verbally talk.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
I love it. You're killing it. You're nice to everybody. That's the good. Go ahead.
No, I'm all over the place.
I like what you're doing. I think it's cool. I think the way you hustle your videos is bonkers. And it's funny that you have said, like, you and LSM, the way you guys edit, deserve more credit. I think you don't give yourself enough credit for the hustle that you do in getting videos off PS4 onto YouTube. I think that's nuts. Kind of a serious question. I asked Nunzi about it. I'm going to ask you about it. I'm going to ask the next guy about it. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do like a commentary video about it. I might, I may not. Something I have a personal, it's personal to me. That's as far as I'll go with the topic for now. But how do you view and again, I don't really know a proper way to ask the question. Same with the Nunzi podcast. I know you watched the whole thing.
I think I know where you're going with it.
Yeah, how do you view selling content to kids? And I say selling in a way that is just, how do you market content toward children, if you even do, because you may not, right?
Yeah.
And at what point is that, where is your morals in that? I guess is how I'll ask it.
Man.
Or do you care at all?
I don't market towards children. I don't
Right.
mark my videos as for kids, but I don't restrict them, obviously.
Right, yep.
Like, the things I say in my videos and things my friends say, not for kids, but I'd hate to say it, but majority of my audience is like 15 and below.
Right, and that
I don't aim for that. That's what it is.
Okay, that's where kind of the question is, like, do you aim for it, and at what point is that okay or not okay? I guess that's a proper way to ask the question, because I mean, a lot of the people who view my content are not of age, right? Or at least when they started viewing it, they weren't of age. And again, I said it in the Nunzi video, and I'll say it in this one. I don't, that doesn't bother me. That's not my gripe that I kind of have. The thing that bothers me is I'm seeing a lot of, and again, we're super small, so it's not like we affect that at all, but I think it is important to talk about. I'm seeing a lot of, lately, especially since I made a TikTok, I'm seeing a lot of, like, hashtag wholesome, hashtag family friendly, hashtag games for everybody, I'm a this, I'm a that, and so you're able to watch me more than you would be able to watch somebody else. And, yeah, and yet they're playing, like, GTA 5, and you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, games that you wouldn't market toward kids.
I don't know. To me, it just seems like you're trying to get some views.
Yeah, okay.
Get the kids who'll watch anything.
Yep. And again, I'm asking everybody the same thing, because just for me personally, I want to see where everybody else's mindset is with it and what they think about it. Because again, I may or may not do a commentary video about it, and I'm just kind of curious what everybody else thinks about it before I do that, or decide to do that.
Yeah.
What else could I ask you? We kind of already are at almost at an hour. You know,
Dude.
What do you want to talk about?
Dude, that's a good question.
What do you got?
I was thinking about this the other day. Everybody's podcast that I listen to, because I listen to a lot of podcasts. That's what gets me through work. But I've noticed that everybody's first podcast is super short. Me and Luke were the opposite. We could have went on for 5 straight hours. We had to purposely stop ourselves from talking. We went on for almost 2 hours. Like, I love just talking about random shit. Like, when we do a podcast, it's like, if you think of a spider web, and then take that spider web and just mangle it, just twist it around, throw it at the wall. That's what our conversations look like. They are just every which way, corkscrew, up, down, left, right, sideways.
Yeah, that's how
all over the place.
Do it. Our first one was very, very short though, because we were I've been talking. People don't know this actually, so maybe I'll say it here. I've been talking about doing a podcast since before YouTube was a thing. Me and the dude who do the podcast, we met on a video game first. I mean, we've met in real life since then, but we met on a video game in high school, and the video game was Killzone 2. And we would play, we played Killzone 2 back and forth forever, all night, into the day. And obviously we went on to play other games with each other, but we started on Killzone 2. And as we got so good at that game that we were basically playing it with our eyes closed. We were bored of it. And so what what we would do, and the cool thing about Killzone 2 is Killzone 2 had proximity chat. Even though it was like a Call of Duty game, you could talk to the motherfuckers on the other team the whole
That's
time.
awesome.
And so we would just walk around Killzone 2 map, talking shit, making jokes, talking about our life, and we actually got a little bit of a following on PS3 where like 70 people followed us, and they would message us and ask if me and Jackie, or that's his name, if me and Jackie were going to play Killzone 2 just so they could join and listen to us talk. And all the time,
you had a podcast.
all the time in high school, they would tell us, "Damn, you guys need a radio show. You need a radio show."
Oh my god!
And I was too afraid to do it back then because, you know, YouTube was barely a thing. PewDiePie's not even really famous all that much yet, and you just don't know how to upload to YouTube anyway. So I was always afraid to do it. But I've talked about having a podcast since then, and then eventually one day I was talking about it again, and he was like, just fucking do it right now. You've recorded a video already, upload. Yep. And so our first one is real short, but yeah, I'm with you, man. Just wing it, throw it at the wall, see if it sticks. If it don't, say something else. What do you think about garbage, man? That's a curious topic. You know what I mean? Just talk.
He sounds a lot like Luke. Like, I'll talk about doing something, and we'll talk about it, and then eventually he'll just say, let's just do it. He'll, like, just thrust me into it, and then it works out.
That's how it happened. The only reason I said this on Nunzy's podcast, but the only reason I even ever uploaded a video was because Nunzy was doing it. And then one of my friends in real life, I don't really upload this or showcase this anywhere, but I'm an artist, so I draw a lot and paint and shit like that. And one of my friends in real life draws a lot and paints, but we both have severe depression, and so we're both never doing it. And one day, same thing, telling him I need to upload YouTube videos, I need to do it. He was like, if you upload a YouTube video this week, I'll paint some shit this week. And I said, okay, bet. And then we did, and he never painted anything.
Dang.
But at least I uploaded.
Oh, yeah. I'm a little off topic, but not super off topic.
Go for it. Doesn't matter.
It's like, you gotta find something that can do relatively consistently, like maybe once a week, that's not too hard, too taxing, too edited, but something that's, how do I even describe it, like takes effort but not too much to where it's hard to make one, or like it takes a whole lot of work just to make one. Right. And then you gotta get started on the next one and you're like, I don't want to do that yet. Yeah,
that's how it is sometimes with the actual videos, is I'll make one and then be like, damn, that took like 2 weeks. Why? What am I doing this for?
Yeah.
I haven't even played video games since the last one. And then that's where the podcast comes in. I can upload a bunch of those. Just talking to people. What do you think about tuna salads? And then somebody tells me. You know?
If you keep this going, this could be your thing. Because I really like the idea of just getting random YouTubers on, like really small creators. I really like that idea.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
The next podcast should be back to the normal with Jackie. We had a little bit
I've been waiting.
Yeah, no, we had a minute where we weren't recording anything with each other. In fact, I think the last podcast episode with him is the last time we recorded something together. So that'll be back soon, but I also plan to have at least one more creator showcase, and then if LSM ever wants to do it or has time to do it, we'll do one with him. And then, yeah, I plan to keep the creator ones going too. plan to keep them
Definitely
around.
gotta get LSM on here, and then we'll have to get you on the Walk and Talk podcast.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. You guys are better with recording on the PlayStation side of it, so I'll leave all that up to you. It sucks that we couldn't have the PlayStation 1 today, but...
yeah, this is probably honestly better.
Yeah, I mean, you sound better. You sound better on Discord than you did on PlayStation. Weird. So, yeah, it's definitely better. But yeah, man, I mean, we can stop it here if you want. We can keep going. It's up to you. It was cool to have you on. It's cool for you to do it. Everybody, again, what's your YouTube channel? Everybody go subscribe to the channel.
Lucaelus. I think that's it. Lucaelus. It looks like it's Lucaelus. I need to like put a pronunciation in my bio.
Yeah, and I'll put the channel in the description and your Twitter and shit like that, so everybody can find it.
Oh, I gotta talk about Twitter. I am.
Oh, okay.
And that's a topic I'm going to bring up. I'm kind of a shitter when it comes to checking that, as you've experienced, as you know. Which I don't know why. I need to bring this up right now. On my phone, in my settings, I have notifications for Twitter. Everything is turned on. I go in Twitter on the settings. Everything is turned on. Everything is turned on, but I get no notifications whatsoever.
I mean,
no DM notifications. Nothing.
To be completely fair, that's half the reason it's taken like 2 years for us to do shit together. Because everybody who's not contacting me on Twitter is contacting me on Discord. And you didn't have that shit neither. So, if you were contacting me, it was, hopefully I seen it kind of thing.
Dude, if you didn't tell me on stream, I probably never would have sold that DVD.
That's exactly why I told you on stream. Because I was like, this boy ain't never even seen it yet. I should just message him on PlayStation.
Yeah, I would have saw it then. But what I was saying is, I'm the type of person that, like, typically, if I follow someone on YouTube, I'm not super likely to go to another platform and follow them there. It's just like,
right, yeah.
I don't know, going to a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
So I use that mindset for my channel. As soon as I unlocked the ability to make posts on YouTube, I just started saying everything there. Usually used to be in the comments.
Do I have that ability? I don't even know. I don't even know how to do that.
No idea.
I know I have a custom URL, so like people can find me just by typing in youtube.com/Manje. I have a custom URL. I don't know if I can actually post post statuses.
It just gives you the ability at some point.
Oh, what?
It's like some certain threshold.
Well, you're ahead of me too, so maybe that's why. And you definitely got more views than me, don't you?
Just that one video.
Yeah, you're
that one.
What do you mean one? You got don't be modest. You got a couple on here that are over 1,000.
That one video that took off really gave me that boost and that attention. Really gave me the opportunity to snatch it.
Right now, you got a video that's at 150K. You got You got a video that's at 34K. You got somebody's pug being thrown through the air at 10K.
Okay, we don't. Those videos are just clips from one of Anos's videos. Those are not mine.
Oh, okay.
Those are clips from someone else's video. I don't count those.
I gotta make Hitler jokes in my next Cyberpunk video, so
dude, I'm telling you,
goes through the roof.
Just take my thumbnail, cut out the Hitler face, and put that on your thumbnail. Tell me it doesn't get more views than usual. I'm telling you, do it right now and watch it. I'm telling you.
That's gonna hurt my feelings. People got a secret love for Hitler I don't know about.
Just a science experiment. Try it and watch the views just ever so slightly go up.
Yeah, my mindset's always been like, come up with your own unique titles. People will love it. Come up with your own unique way of putting a clip art. People will love it. And
Yeah.
meanwhile, you're like, just put Hitler on that bitch.
I don't know why it works, but apparently it works.
Actually, you know what? I think I have a video with Hitler on it. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
Oh no.
Let me find it.
Oh no.
Is it this
Oh.
one? Okay. I have a video with Hitler on it, but you can't tell it's Hitler because he's looking through binoculars.
Oh, you gotta get a nice big picture up there. Specifically that face for some reason. That face specifically, it just attracts clicks for some reason.
Clicks are racists. We don't know which. You might got a lot of people. You might got a lot of neo-Nazi followers.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
We're breaking it down.
Oh, I just cracked the code.
A lot of ex-KKK members are real loyal on YouTube.
Oh no! I mean, if it works, it works. I can't say that. I'm not saying I agree with what they. I don't agree with what they personally think, but if it's views, it's views.
It's views, it's views. If Hitler could have got views, he would have.
That's all he's got to do is take a selfie, throw it on a thumbnail.
I love it. I'm Googling Hitler PNG right now.
I don't know where he found that picture of Hitler in a kitchen with a chef hat on. I don't know where he got that picture from, but I just stole it.
I'm
got views.
gonna do this granny one of them.
Ugh.
I'm gonna put it in my Discord so you can see it. I'm gonna do this one, and I'm gonna @ you. What is your name on my Discord? Sergeant Duty. There we go.
I need to change
I'm doing
that.
this one.
Oh god.
All right, man. I think that's pretty good. We're over an hour. This video will take like 6 days to upload for whatever reason. So look out for that in the future.
Always willing to come on to any podcast ever. I love.
Okay. So
just talking about random shit.
It's a good thing that you. It's a good thing that you said that because on the same note of the creator showcase ones that are going to be like their own series of Vagabonds and Gentlemen, I plan on having people back that Nunzy's one of my best friends, so I'm gonna have him on the normal podcast no matter what. But like you said, if you want to come back, keep Discord because that's the best way to do this.
Definitely going to.
And then at some point I could have you back on the normal podcast and we'll talk about, and it could be just me and you, it could be me, you, and my main co-host of the podcast. When I do it with Nunzy, it's just going to be me and Nunzy. So if I do it with you guys, it could be just us. Because it is my podcast, I'm the host of it, right? So,
yeah.
And it doesn't have to be a creator one. It could be tailored to talking about anything and whatever. Because I actually like talking to you about... I kind of agree with you for quite a bit of your video game opinions. So, that's pretty cool. I dig that in people. Because I have pretty harsh video game opinions. So when I actually agree with people, it's refreshing.
I know we're at the end, but you said harsh video game opinions.
Oh, go, name one.
Popped up.
Yep, do it.
Last of Us 2.
Last of Us 2! So here's the thing. I only played the first 10 minutes of that game, and then I sent it back to GameStop.
What?
Yeah, I barely played that game. I didn't like it from the very beginning. So I can't give as harsh of an opinion because I didn't play it that much. But yeah, I like where your head's at. Last of Us 2, it's doozy. Why don't you like it?
I didn't even say I didn't like it. Like, I don't know. I haven't played it. I don't want to give an opinion unless I've played it myself.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm like somewhere in between. Now, I do think killing Joe off in the first hour like that was retarded.
Yeah,
there was much better ways of doing that.
That's a real bad move.
He is not a bad writer. I don't understand where his head was at in that, but would have been a lot more effective if Abby was like friends with Ellie, and then it's kind of like a betrayal or something.
I think they named him the president just recently too, so he's like the head honcho now. So, and you know what's funny? Didn't he write for Uncharted 4 also?
Yeah, I think he wrote all the Uncharted and Last of Us.
I don't think he wrote all of them. I think he wrote for 4. I could be wrong. Let me look.
Maybe it's just 4.
Look it up.
I don't know.
Quick. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of Uncharted 4 either.
I thought it was okay. It dragged on.
I think Amy Heinig was the main writer for like the first couple. Let me see. Oh no, yeah, he's
half of 2.
He's a designer on the first one. I have what's it? Sic Parvis Magna, the saying on the ring that Nathan Drake wears around his neck.
Oh.
I have that tattooed to my chest. It's Uncharted is
awesome.
Big game. I like that first one a whole bunch. But yeah, man, we can end it right there. What's I mean, I guess I could ask you another question that I asked Nunzi. What is an obscure YouTube channel you like? Could be a big one that nobody knows about. Could it be a small one about how you make hot dogs? It could be whatever you want.
Dude, that's whenever you asked him that, I was thinking in my head, like, most of the YouTubers I watch are like
real big dudes,
like big channels. The only small channel that I watch, like, I think you're the only one that I like watch all the time. It's like a small
yeah, man, I like that. I'm the obscure YouTube channel. That's dope.
Other than that, I mean, I like to watch. I don't know why. I can't explain why, but I like those 2-3 hour long, like, people critiquing and breaking down games. I don't know why I like watching those. I've never played those games. I don't know why. I just like watching those for some reason, like documentary style videos on games.
I follow this.
I think it's the only small channel.
I follow this one. I watch a ton of obscure YouTube channels. That's why I asked everybody. I follow this one guy. I don't know how old he is, but he's an older dude, and his YouTube channel is Live Life 365, all one word. And this dude makes eggs all the time. Like
what?
He's like a food channel that makes meals, right? But every so often he's got so many different ways to cook eggs. I don't know why specifically eggs, but he makes other shit on that channel too, right? He's got like veggie lasagna, normal stuff, but then every so often he's like, here's how to make fried egg over pizza. Here's how to make a green omelet. Yeah, dude.
Just experiment with eggs.
Yeah, he's just an egg
I'm interested now.
I love him.
Figure out a way to make some new eggs.
Tiny food channel that loves eggs. It's my favorite.
Was it Live Life something 360?
It's Live Life 365, all one word. I'll put his picture in the Discord.
I'm curious now.
But we could stop it here. It was good having you on. Can't wait to have you back on. And it's kind of sucks that LSM couldn't do it at the same time, but I actually think it's kind of better one-on-one because that might be too many people.
Yeah.
So
it definitely
I'm going to have him
us
on
together. When we're together, it is
loud.
It's like how much I've been going back and forth. Triple that. We're just back and forth all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. That's how me and Grave are when we do it. So, like, that's why also I said, like, if I have you on the normal podcast, it's better to just do without a third person. So that way it's not everybody interrupting people with new like topics. Like, hey, did you know some people are born without pee holes? And I think that's where we'll end it.
That's perfect. Perfect.